Hello Diamonds and welcome back to ECOLife Season 16. So this time it has been 3 days since I compiled my video together, and it's mainly because there has been very monotonous stuff happening. So namely I was just digging out most of the area so I can accommodate the big lumber stockpile. But yeah, it also means that there's nothing interesting to see. Even for myself it was very boring. I was kinda like taking breaks every few minutes. And of course I did function on other aspects of the game as well. So I decided that my mission in the next few days is to renovate my shop, get the stockpile settled, and just make bricks and advanced upgrade ones, like what was really needed. So it was a very long process and we did quite a bit. With the mining, I had to kind of find a good way to, get all the way to the roof, because it's so many different layers that contained clay. So I kind of initially made like step up so I can go to the upper layers, and then started like making enough space so I can accommodate the stockpile. So I went down like layer by layer pretty much. In real life, of course, it was more like 2 or 3 layers at a time. But yeah, so I had to play around with the tiny stockpiles, which are quite helpful to just transfer the stuff. And also I kept like bricks baking in the ovens during that time. So this way I didn't have too many things just standing around and blocking the process. It of course isn't anything easy, because I often had to run out to buy more mortar, which I really didn't like, as often times there was nothing. So I had bought like all the wood pulp, and I even tried to get some more sand, but yeah, it was not very simple. So yeah, and after I finished really digging, some of the plans did change, so it's not exactly the shape and size as I was planning initially, but it does seem to work now. So I did some more changes in my mind. The main change was because I had so much shale coming out, as there was quite rocky areas, that I just literally made few stockpiles that I put outside of my own area, just to hold the excess and give it away for free for anyone who wants it, because yeah, there was just too much of it. So after everything I got 2 full stockpiles of rock that I didn't need, and even in the shop I decreased the price quite significantly. So even with those 3 stockpiles people still came and bought sometimes, but not too much activity on that side. So I'm even thinking now that maybe I have to take up mining and crush it myself for more brick making, because crushed shale is very important for that. But it all depends now when I log back to the game, as last night when I did my last part of the recording, I had still like 4 hours left until the next star. So if I can crush it all myself, then I need less clay. I still will need to struggle with the mortar sides, but as I have new tools to play with, I think the sand mining is not that difficult. But of course, we have to all see how it goes. Suddenly I found really good items on sale, namely the 40 wheat shipping container, which is quite useful to have around, even if you have other stockpiles available, because it can contain so much more stuff than anything else. So of course I went ahead and bought one, and during the same time I bought some more iron bars, because people still want the sinks and toilets and all that type of stuff, so I need to always buy some. But once I got back to my store area, I started to like think, where can I even put it, because it's quite big. It's 12 blocks long, 3 wide and 3 high. So looking the right place, it wasn't easy, so I had to keep in mind that I wanted to put the large lumber stockpile behind my store, so I cannot put it in a way that it overlaps with it. So I decided that it goes more on the front end of the store, just above the store itself, and for that reason I had to kinda move around and do some planning. I found that one of my temporary stockpiles that I had set up, it was exactly on that corner, so I had to move it a little bit as well. But in the end I got it installed, and it has made life a lot easier. So now I'm thinking, like, do I really even need the large lumber stockpiles, because they're huge and do not contain as much. Like, the shipping containers are just amazing, even if they cost quite a bit of money. Because yeah, I think the large lumber stockpiles are more like over the ground when you have a lot of empty space. But in the jungle where I am, it's too hilly to really have it above the ground, so it needs to be underground. And if it's under, then it's just, it doesn't make that much sense. So I'm really thinking that, do I need it or not? So maybe I have to sell it again. Just end of last night I got another big surprise. I had possibility to buy advanced upgrade 4s and also a steam truck and front loader. So I mean, the steam truck came much later, so I started with the front loader, which would help me digging out all the clay. And advanced upgrade 4s, they were very useful for other tasks. So I could just insert them into the kilns, and it made the brick making a lot easier. Like, if you can imagine advanced upgrade 1, which is, was it like 20% discount on the consumables versus 45%, it's significant. And yeah, actually by the end of yesterday's playtime, I even upgraded the upgrades into the pottery ones, which means 50% discounts. So the bricks get very, very cheap to make. And I think, like, some of my rivalry, they already had really good upgrades available, so they didn't really need to worry about their own costs. But for me, the cost was just very, very difficult to manage. As like, I saw the brake prices were going down and the advanced upgrade prices were going down, so I was like, how can I even compete with them? But yeah, with the front loader I was able to dig out all the clay a lot quicker. And of course I go beyond my initial base area, and yeah, I just dig out as much as I can just to make it nice and simple. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this video. So you can see quickly what I have left of that mining operation. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video in a few days. Bye.